And all greetings, this is Gillesmansillon. I thought I'd come and wish you a good day for continue to talk about those spiritual ideas. I don't want to be too repetitive, but Spirit is asking me to come and continue to speak. I'm trying, I was ready to take a break, but I think it is important to continue to work with this, to continue to communicate in an event, whether it's not necessarily on the internet, but to speak your highest truth. And so there is something important, is to form a new habit, this new habit is to befriend with God, to know that God is always with you. It's never been separated from you. And so to make God your best friend, it is the highest gift. It is your spine. It's what keeps you together. There's never been a place where you went and God wasn't there, or that you will ever go. So you may as well invite your Creator, for with God anything is possible. Understand you are worthy of that connection with God, this loving relationship with your Creator, your source. For the ego has limits, but God does not have limits. And so, in truth, there is only God, and we cannot exist without it. So it is important to trust your inner divinity, trust your inner self, your inner divinity, and allow that to unfold naturally, and follow the guidance, whatever that guidance may be. We want to be blessing. Blessing means to help, and we want to send good thoughts, to send blessings. Blessing will attract blessings. I also want to say that trees, and more I realize, the trees are higher intelligence. They are more intelligent. They are the higher intelligence of the realm. They don't need to move. They attract everything to themselves. They nourish themselves from light and from the energy of the earth. They have a continuous circle of energy. Right now, there's about 400 trees by people. There should be 1,000 trees by person, by people. It would be, so we're going to have to replant a lot of trees. Right now we have to pray and send love and light to all of Brazil for the big fires in the Amazonia. And essentially this results from a discontent of the planet in relationship to the politic of the government right now. That those really. But I was not just that, but there is a need to awaken to the need for preservation. And I was guided to go to Brazil. I don't want to put blame on anybody. It's just a matter of being aware and to respect the natural world. But I was guided to go to Brazil on a vacation, but I saw that in Rio the water is really cold. It's 22 degrees Celsius. It's too cold for me. So if I would go to a vacation in Brazil, I would go right now. Soon I would have to go to the north of Brazil where the water is warmer. But right now there's a big cloud. But Spirit is saying that I will have to take a trip there. So I wanted to express the fact that the more we are able to raise our vibration, the more we are able to receive. We have all kinds of gifts that are waiting for us to raise our vibration, to receive those gifts. For every prayer is been received and answered. But sometimes we have to let go of the problem long enough to receive this energy. And the delays, when sometimes there is delays, it comes from our state of being, our state of mind, and our frequency. And so we want to do all we can to raise our frequency, to hit more healthy, to have more healthy habits, to use that habits to connect to our source as much as possible, to become one. For God is one, and there is nothing else in truth. To let go of the ego. The ego is the opposite of God. It is the distraction. It is when God is like, will fulfill you beyond. I know that when there is a great deal of fulfillment that will come from this relationship, and trust your inner divinity. We also want to connect to the Ascended Dragon Collective. We are all connected to a dragon inside, through the inner connection. And the dragon are 6-dimensional beings. They are essentially, they travel up and down, but like everybody else. But there were dragons that were polarized. We don't really want to worry about those, but we want to connect to the Ascended Dragon to ask that he can use the sacred fire to cleanse and clean up all of our energetic field with violet fire or whatever frequency of light is needed. What we're seeking to do right now is to release all memories, not just from this lifetime, but for hundreds of past lives, sometimes thousands of past lives that we had. And so it is very important. That's why it's maybe a bit difficult, but it's all kinds of traumas that were experienced in the past. But yet if we're going through a challenge, it's because God thinks that we can go through it. And understand your true nature is eternal and infinite. Repeat to yourself, I am love, I am light, I am. No matter what the situation, this will bring you back to center. It will neutralize the energy. It will uplift your frequency. Remember, your nature is love and life. Right now, all of that which is in society, as within us and within society, has to come up to the surface. The good, the bad, and the ugly. So it's everything that needs to be transmuted, cleansed, or removed. But all of it will have to come to the surface, and we all are affected differently by all those energies. I'm going to pull a few cards and to see what past, present, future. The past is a destiny. We have been aware of that. We have a destiny which is reconnecting to our source in order to enjoy the highest quality of life. What we are now is the choice. And what will come in the future is rest and relaxation. So it is all good. It is we need to be well rested, to hydrate a lot, to exercise, but to rest very well as well. What we're working on is righteousness, and the outcome will be serenity. For serenity is the ability to live in the now, to let go, to let go and let God, to trust, to be in the flow, and more lucidity comes as we develop serenity. We let go of the agitation. I wanted to make a few comments. Is that people are realizing that most of the multinationals are not seeing their clientele as in order to serve them. Not all of them, of course. I don't want to put a, but there is a great deal of exploitation. It's like exploiting, and that's why there is a lot of awakening in relationship to that, for we have to come into an economy that is balanced and harmonious and respectful of the world ethics. Also, on the more earth plane, we're looking here in Europe as the Brexit. So the only solution that maybe the UK is getting ready to invade the Southern Ireland, to reintegrate it into the. I don't really. Because otherwise they're going to have to make some kind of. There is a legal procedures that needs to happen. We'll see. It will all happen. It's just more on the humoristic level. I hope that eventually I see that more. It's more like Northern Ireland should have a special agreement so that it can maintain its independence or still be connected. But it's all about border taxation. And one day we'll live in a world without border. We'll live in one planet, one civilization. But for now, we have to go through all those little things. And so it is interesting to be contemplative in relationship to that. There's a lot of ecologists also that I see that are using ecology for political gain, and there are people that love the planet. Those are different aspects. I see the biggest problem of the 21st century is overpopulation, for there is only limited number of resources, but the population keeps growing, and so there is all kinds of not climatic, but economic refugees, people that are migrating for economical reasons. They believe that because they're going to move into a rich country, they're going to have a better life. But in truth, they come with no formation, they don't speak the language, and so they end up being peddling on the street. And so I said yesterday, I feel very bad for those people. For it is easy to criticize when your stomach is full of food. When you don't have food, it's very delicate to have all those people. I think it would be the responsibility of government to take care of that problem. Yet I send blessings to all those people because I felt really bad for them. I know there is karmic relationship. Everybody needs to go through what they go through because they've created, so it's their soul chose that experience. They have something to learn from that experience. But by sending this blessing, Spirit says that I assisted all this community of people. For there was a young Albanese person that came to me yesterday. I always have coins to give to those people that are asking, but I didn't have any. So he was like, he was a young guy. He said, my mother needs to go to the hospital. I need to feed my 14 children, which was not true. He was just trying to to find an excuse for like to get money. So I point him to the clinic that was there. I say, I have no milk for your children, I'm sorry, and I don't have money on me. Then I got some money out of the machine, and I was trying to find him again to give him some money, but I couldn't. Yet he was kind of chubby, and my mother used to say there's never been any case of obesity in a concentration camp. So when you have people that are begging in the street that are obese, it means they're really well fed. In truth, it's just that they're abusing a bit of food. Not everybody does. Sometimes people put on weight in order to protect themselves, in order to create a protection, and then once they find the alignment, they can let go of that extra weight. But it's also in America, there's this big problem of obesity. People are not eating correctly, or they're eating too much. But it's just thoughts. I'm not. I also wanted to say in France we have this big problem in the pedestrian zones. There is all those bikes and all those new the electrical machines. The people that are going really fast all over the place. I'm very surprised there's no more accident than there is with children, and because they're really going really fast. They're supposed to go 6 kilometers an hour, but they're going 30 kilometers an hour, and they look at you like get out of my way, and it's like so if you look away, they have to move away, but if otherwise they're gonna kick you out. And it's like so if you're using those things in pedestrian zone, please slow down. It's not an obstacle course. It's not it's just sometimes we live in a strange time, but we will adapt. We'll adapt. And so it is a festive time. I'm gonna sing a festive song that went through my head. It's like I'm gonna soon maybe I make a break from those videos. I'm not really sure. There's some big changes that are coming. I wasn't really sure what to sing, and this funny song came through my head. So of course it lacks instrumentation, but I will soon remedy to that. And but I'm still called to continue to do that. I'm gonna pull one card now and one card after the song. The card of the day is the vessels. It's about the exploration. It's about exploring the world. Life has to be an adventure. Here it's a painting about ascension and the Godhead ascending, and here it's about the dark matter universe of Nebadon, our own local universe of Salvington at the center, and the 100 constellation. Our own constellation is called Noriatadek, with the capital Edantia. That's number 70. And so there is it's about 6 million inhabited planet in our own star clouds. We live in the outside of the great Milky Way galaxy, the super universe of Orvonton. So this song will remind me about Denver days when I lived in Colorado. It goes like this, called Mambo number 5. A little bit of Monica in my life, a little bit of Erica by my side, a little bit of Rita's what I need, a little bit of Tina's what I see, a little bit of Sandra in the sun, a little bit of Mary all night long, a little bit of Jessica, here I am, a little bit of you makes me your man. Jump up and down, move it all around. Shake your head to the sound, put your hand on the ground. Take one step to the right, one step to the left. One in front and one to the side. Clap your hand once and clap your hand twice. If it looked like this, then you're doing it all right. A little bit of Monica in my life, a little bit of Erica by my side, a little bit of Rita's what I need, a little bit of Tina's what I see, a little bit of Sandra in the sun, a little bit of Mary all night long, a little bit of Jessica, here I am, a little bit of you makes me your man. I do all to fall in love with a girl like you, 'cause you can't run and you can't hide. You and me gonna touch the sky. It's a funny song. It's about flirting and being enjoying the diversity of life. I thank you very much for liking, sharing, subscribing, commenting. I'm going to pull one more card just to finish, to see what there is one more card from the Akash, the same card that we had in the French video. It's about anger and alimentation. It's about being master of our senses. To understand, we have to nourish ourselves as much as possible with positive emotion, with positive food, with clear water, and not to be dominated by our senses, because there's this body of desire that's connected to our physicality. So we want to breathe in a lot of light to nourish ourselves as much as possible from divine energy, from this divine source, to reconnect to this divine light, and to be balanced in our energy, to follow the inner guidance, whatever you receive in dreams, in meditation, in insight, in intuition, where the sign follow the signs, and we'll all come out into the great light, where we will be able to celebrate this new phase. I thank you very much. I wish you a wonderful day. Namaste.